Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa, for those of you who don't know. And for today's video, I am so excited. You guys know I love eyeshadow so much. And I was gifted this pretty palette by Palladio. This is the Botanical and Vitamin Infused Cosmetics, the Ultimate Pro Shadow Palette. And this has 35 different eyeshadows. So I'm so darn excited to try this. It is cruelty free and gluten free. So we're going to be playing with this bad boy, create a really fun look. But before we jump into that portion of the video, I just want to ask you guys to please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, so you can be part of the ATFB fam. ATFB, all things fashion and beauty, and hit the post notification bell so you get notified of all my future uploads. I usually do upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. EST. So please go give me a subscribe, and without further ado, let's get playing with some makeup, guys. So I'm so darn excited. I love testing out new palettes, and this one is like really large. I am loving this. So this is what it does look like. It is a plastic packaging, and it just says the Ultimate Pro Shadow, the Ultimate Pro Shadow Palette. So open this up, and there is no mirror in this palette, but look at these shadows. These shadows look gorgeous. I'm like super drawn into this palette. I feel like I can create so many cool looks with this. I love all of the colors on here. I love how it's like you get your neutrals over here, but you still get your like pops of color. There's some like cool tones, warm tones. You basically have everything in this palette, and I'm really excited. I have actually never tried any of Palladio's eyeshadow palettes. I have tried their lipsticks, the Casey Holmes collab, and then also their rice powder papers, and I loved both of them. So I'm really excited to see how this works on my lids, and basically just a look that I can create with this. So let's just get to playing. Alright, so there are no names on this palette, so I think I'm just going to point to you guys what I'm going to use. I feel like that'll probably be like the easiest thing. First things first, I just want to set my lid. So to do that, I'm just going to take this shade right here, which is just like a cream shade. I'm just going to pop this all over my lid just to get a nice smooth canvas. I know some people don't like doing this. I don't do this in every single video. So this is very similar to my skin tone. It's a little bit more yellow, but I just wanted to set everything down. So let me throw something into my crease. For that, I'm just going to go ahead and take this shade right here. I'm just gonna pop that right in my crease. So far, like, I'm digging in like pretty well in there, and there is like no kickback when I do tap the excess on my palette. There is actually a lot coming off, so just make sure that you do that. All right, so I'm just going to pop this right in my crease. Ooh, this is pigmented. Actually a really nice shadow though. That's definitely a shadow that I will just throw right on into my crease and be done for the day, you know? I think I definitely want to play with the greens. I don't know, I've been so into like greens lately, but I feel like I do so many green looks on my channel. I just wanted to throw something on like kind of neutral-ish just in case, because I didn't know what I was going to be doing today. I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here, and I'm going to throw that in my crease as well, and just a little bit below, just to make sure, just to warm this look up a little bit. There's really not a lot of kickback on these shadows, but they're like, they're really pigmented. They're really easy to blend. I really like this. And I know I only use like 2 shades, but those 2 like matte shades are blending out really pretty. This is like such a hard decision, guys. When you see so many pretty colors in a palette and you're like, what do I do? This is so darn hard. I want to take this shade right here, and I want to throw that in to the outer V of my eye. I'm gonna get the Sonia Kasha, the brush cleaner, but right now I just have this. This is the BC Beauty Cosmetics Black Slate. This is just like a little brush swab cleaner that I use sometimes. And literally like all you do is just like swirl the brush around in here. It'll take off that excess. This brush is just stained because it is white, but I really, really love using this. So I'm gonna dip into this shade right here. This one definitely has more kickback than the rest of them, but I don't know, I don't mind kickback, like that doesn't really bother me. So I'm just gonna take this and then just pat this where I want it first. Going in again. Definitely always tap off that excess. Alright, so I know that looks very not blended at all, but we're now just going to go ahead and just blend in little motions. I'm blending towards the inner portion of my eye. Little tapping motions to just blend out all of the edges. I'm like kind of surprised at how easy that is blending out. I'm going to go back into that second shade that we used. Just go over the crease a little bit just to really blend. It's actually really pretty and it's blending out pretty well too. I have a lot left on my brush. I'm just bringing that in, just leaving the center portion of my eye a little blank. It's a pretty good color. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. And I'm going to try blending as we're going, see if that makes the color a little bit more pigmented, because I feel like we lost some of that pigment on this side. Okay, I'm definitely liking how this eye is looking a little bit more than this eye. I feel like the way to go with this is definitely to pat and go. So I'm just gonna do this eye a little bit more intense. This eye definitely did blend out better, but this eye is definitely more pigmented. So if you do it this way, you could totally just go back on top and then just add more color. So next I'm going to dip into this chocolatey brown, just because I want to make this look a little bit more smoky, and then really just tap that on the outer part of the eye. I'm not bringing that in, literally this motion and literally just tapping and blending. I do have to say, with all of like the tapping and like the rubbing that I'm doing, there really isn't a lot of fallout, which is so surprising. I think I want to take this shade right here, and I'm just taking this on a Morphe. This is an M124, and let's see, I'm gonna first start off with the brush. Ooh, that looks pigmented though, and I'm just gonna run it on my eye. Ooh, that is really pretty, and it's very pigmented. I literally didn't even wet my brush. I feel like that's so pigmented. That is so darn pretty. This shade right here, I want to do the same thing. I just want to like layer it over it. I want to see, I think that would look really pretty. So let me try. And I want to dip into, I think I want to do this shade right here. Ooh, I hope I just pointed to that white shade, because that is what I went into. And I'm just going to put that right on the center of my eye, just for a little extra like wet pop. And I just did that basically where the matte shadow meets that metallic shadow. Then I want to take this shade right here, and I want to apply that shade on my brow bone and also my inner corner. This is a very light shade. It looks pretty for like a really pretty like simple type of brow bone highlight. I think it looks pretty. I would take that same shade and mix it in with that white for the inner corner highlight. I'm bringing that down a little bit too. Yes, then what I want to do is I'm going to just pop on some eyeliner. I'm just using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eyeliner in Demolition. I'm going to take a flat brush and I'm going to dip between this chocolatey brown and that teal color. I'm going to go ahead and tightline my lash line, just push it right up against there. And then I'm just going to take a small little pencil brush and I'm gonna mix between the two transition shades that we use, which were these two right here. And I'm gonna just take that and smoke out my bottom lash line. And with this, you want to make sure that you connect it with the outer portion of the eye, because if not, it's just gonna look a little weird. I think I love playing with green eyeshadow because I feel like green makes my brown eyes pop a little more. So I just feel like that's why I always gravitate towards going into like green and like purples. I feel like my eyes just pop. I don't think I want to do liner. Do I actually know? Let me test out this black. We have a black right here and I actually want to test that out. I'm comparing it to like the best black I've used is the Natasha Denona Black is Black, and also in the Tati Beauty palette her black is amazing. So I'm just taking a little bit out. Let me see. Oh, that's not bad. That's like a black brown. That's really easy to blend out. Look, I'm just gonna line a little bit. Yeah, this definitely, you can't see it on top of the shadow. I'm gonna finish it off anyway, just to add a little bit of like that smoky type of look. Yes, all right. So let me finish off with mascara and I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, so this is the completed look and I have to say I really love this look. I love how everything really blended out. I was having a little bit of trouble with that teal shade, but I found that in order to kind of blend it out a little bit better, you want to pack it on lightly and then blend it out as you go. You don't want to pack it on and then blend. And I really like it. Like, I'm really loving it. The lip doesn't really match because at first I think I was gonna go in for more of like that pinky look, but now I'm like, this lip don't match. I need to change that before I do my next video. But for this video purpose, I feel like the eyeshadow, I loved it. I feel like it was really pretty. The colors were really pigmented. This is a pretty big palette. I'm gonna leave the price down below for you guys, but everything that I used like was really pretty, and I have to say I feel like I used a lot. Like I used these two, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I used 8, 9. I used 9 of these shadows and I feel like they just look really pretty on my eye. They blended out beautifully, didn't look patchy, wasn't hard to blend. I'm really actually excited to test out like these two shadows because usually purples are super hard to blend out, especially if they're matte. So I'm really excited to use those, see how they work on my lids, and just continue to use this palette because I feel like you can create so many looks with this palette, and I'm really loving it. So I just want to say thank you so much to Palladio for gifting me this palette. Again, I'm obsessed with it. I love it. You guys are definitely going to be seeing this a lot more on my channel. I have been loving like bigger palettes lately, like the Tati Beauty palette. Like I've been using that often and I love it because like in the morning I could just take it and be like, okay, I'm gonna do a really quick easy look for work, and I feel like with this palette I can do that as well, and I can also add in my fun like pops of color too. So I feel like this is gonna be a really easy palette to travel with as well. And even though it is large, it's pretty compact too. So yeah, I really do like this palette. I love how it looks. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope that you did enjoy. Have you guys ever tried Palladio eyeshadows? What did you guys think? I want to hear what you have to say. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up before you go if you did like what you see. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, so you can be part of the ATFB fam. ATFB, all things fashion and beauty, and hit the post notification bell so you get notified of all my future uploads. Thank you one more time to Palladio Beauty for gifting me this eyeshadow palette. I'm really obsessed. You guys are going to see it more. And I just want to give a little quick disclaimer. Even though they do gift me the eyeshadow, or even though any company gifts me something and I try it out for you guys, I want you guys to actually know that I'm giving you guys my 110% honest review. Just because they are gifting it to me doesn't mean that I'm going to automatically love it. So I just wanted to put that in there just as a little disclaimer so you guys know. I like to say that every once in a while. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye!